Hi, happy Monday. To be honest, I'm really excited to see what I talk about in this episode, and I'm really excited to see what I end up calling the movie, the episode. Welcome. Please subscribe. Please give a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. My name is Annie Cowden. I'm your host. I'm your host. It's just really fun to say that. You should start your own show and introduce yourself and call yourself host. It's really fun. And what's cool about living in this era is anyone can have their own show, because YouTube, Instagram, free. It's so fun. Okay, let's tune in. What are we talking about? Okay, I feel like, well, let me just talk about, remember today's Monday, or whenever you're watching this, I guess it doesn't matter, but maybe yesterday was hard. And by yesterday, I mean the whole last month, the last 3 months, the last couple years. Or maybe literally just yesterday. Or maybe this morning. Either way, remember that you are a in-between. You're the, what is that quote? This is why I should prepare more. You know, that Viktor Frankl quote about being the gap between stimulus and response. There's a space. And you can recommit, redecide. Because the responsibility, it has a negative connotation, I feel like, that word, but that's amazing. That I am responsible for me, you are responsible for you. And it kind of sucks, or it's kind of awesome. And choosing at any moment, what standard you want. It literally doesn't matter what the standard of those people around you are. What matters is what have you always wanted? What have you always dreamed? What have you always known was possible? And what if you decided that's what was gonna be? That's just what it is. There's not another thing, because that's what a decision means. It's okay, let's just decide. Deciding doesn't mean it's easy. Deciding doesn't mean it's not challenging. Deciding doesn't mean that. It means you have somewhere you're going now, and that's where we actually get this excitement from, this inner self, being proud of ourselves. And when we don't do that, when we don't have progress, when we don't have something that we're doing just because we love and that it's causing us to grow, then that's when non-helpful addictive coping behaviors are easy, is what comes, because we gotta feel some sort of happiness. But you know what, you can feel that dopamine pleasure from progress. It doesn't need to be from something that's not good for you in the long run. So, my friend, you're still with me on this video, and we got a whole week ahead of us, and you can choose anew. Today, new decision, permission granted, okay? New decision granted. 1 second. Okay. What would you do? This is fun. This is a really fun thing. What I would encourage you to do, this is a little homework exercise. Take a journal or a Google Doc or Pages or whatever suits your fancy. Or if you want to do a feather ink pen and quill, you can do that too. You can do a typewriter, literally whatever, any mode. And write a little story about yourself in third person, and create 4 different scenarios of things that you could do, that are just so random. For example, let's say I chose the Google Doc method, and I was and then Annie went to delta.com and bought a plane ticket to the south of France. She flew to the south of France and had a lovely plane ride. She was upgraded to first class. I will be upgraded to first class one day, and then it will be the normal. So that could be a scenario. Then I can write a scenario. Annie, whatever, so blah blah blah, got a promotion, and this is what happened. Another scenario. She was walking down the street, and Will Smith was in front of the line with her. It's just fun. And what it does, although these were completely different, random, irrelevant things, you can do it if you've got a real decision coming up and you're Okay, like there's a lot of scenarios this week could go. There's a lot of ways. Like what would be different ways that could happen? And what's like a pattern you're kind of like, I'm done. Told me my battery was low, so I had to like fix that. I don't know where that cut off. What is feeling done? You can feel intuitively like, what are you done with? And like, this is the energy you have to feel like, actually, no. Actually, I'm done with that. Actually, we're done. Actually, no. Like, do you feel what I'm saying? I'm saying like, actually, what's plan A? Actually, this is the decision. You are beating the odds. Odds, oh, I hate the odds. Actually, I'm gonna make a whole other video about statistic and odds. So irrelevant. It's not about odds, ever. It's only about your heart. It's only about your personal revelation, your personal inspiration, what you know, always. So, your homework assignment, go write those scenarios, go listen to Go the Distance, because that's just always a good thing to do. Or Phil Collins. Those are great ways to invite the magic. I hope that you have a very magical week. You can turn it around in any second. And also, if you could, please leave a comment. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share this with somebody who could use some, like, you know, some invitation to listen to Phil Collins. I don't know who doesn't need that.